What's going on, y'all? Joshua here, and it is test ride number 2 for the DIY e-bike. Check it out, just a little recap of what's going on. The components we're taking from an Earthwise snowblower, nothing fancy, no bells and whistles, simply motor, controller, battery. This is a 36 volt 500 watt controller, supposedly 40 volt battery, what have you, and then it goes vroom vroom with the push of a button. The switch is mounted to a reflector bracket. Don't know if y'all can make that out, but yeah, that's for a reflector there. So the updates I've done is added a little tensioner here. So this is going to be kind of clicky loud because it's not really the best design for this. But anyway, needed something on there to put some tension on that chain. And then back here, you can see I was able to find this little setup to hopefully, of course, keep the axle from shifting forward, which happened to me on the first ride. All right. Let me get the camera mounted to my Nugget and we're gonna go for a spin. And using this little speedometer app, I'm gonna track the speed when I am just pushing the button, motor only. Stay tuned. Camera's good to go. Let's get some power. Slide this in here, which is not the most conducive, but it works for the time being. Connecting there. Pull the rubber band up to ensure the connection stays tight, and it also helps add as a buffer from the seat tube. It's painted, it really shouldn't do anything, but anyway, that's how you get power to it. Quick little test here. Spins up good. Okay, I've walked a little ways from the pick 'em up truck, so I'm gonna head back in that direction just in case there is a fail. Let me hit start on this. Yeah, I don't want to get too far away from the pick 'em up truck. Just trying to get a couple miles in. And this is all flat ground. All right, that's just pedaling. Might be able to make out the clicky. So I'm doing roughly 7 miles an hour, 9. Okay, are y'all ready? 10 and go. Power kicked in. Right on. It's pretty sweet. 15, 16. Now I am pedaling. This is not just the motor, obviously. I believe the camera is at a good angle for that. Okay, about 17 miles an hour. But I'll slow down a little bit for others. Okay, now starting at about, what, 12, 11, just motor, and go. $12, 13, 12, 13. I mean, that's not too bad. Had a little roll there. Now, the next test. There's a hill I want to climb. It's not a major hill by a long shot, but it should offer a good idea on how well this thing helps pedal uphill. So far, everything's staying in place. Well pleased with that. Belt line's not too bad. Of course, it's still rubbing on the inside of the frame. I forgot to mention that earlier. Okay. I'm gonna get over to this hill and I'll kick the camera back on and we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, I'm approaching the bottom of the hill now. Saved all the power, just pedaled over here. Here we are. Go. What kind of speed will it help me with up the hill? So, pedaling so far, 13, 14, 12. I'm putting a bit of effort into the pedals. It's not like I'm not putting any effort into it. I can feel it burning. Wow, that's impressive though. I mean, it helped me maintain over 10 miles per hour up that. And thus far, traveled a mile and a half. Rather bueno. I'm still on the button right now. Hey there. And this pedal assist is really sweet. Out of curiosity, I wonder, stop here for a moment. Is it possible to make out the battery life indicator? This is a 4 amp hour battery. It says full charge. Huh. Okay. I am going to keep rolling. I think the belt's getting a little warm since I haven't addressed that. This is crazy. Huh. I'm not pushing the button right now. That's just pedaling. See a little bit of walking back and forth on the motor pulley side. Nothing too terrible though. Wow. This actually somewhat works. But at the end of the video, I'll share with y'all one reason you really don't want to go with this particular layout for an e-bike. So stay tuned for that. Another hill, push the button. Passing. Thank you. Nice easy 10 miles per hour. Let off the button. Took the train tracks well. .14, just pedaling. sure the 18 mile per hour top speed was a little short downhill back on the trail. Another hill. Not too crazy. Oh, there it is. Pushed it too far. Something happened. Yeah, the belt is starting to walk pretty good. I mean, I know I have gloves on, but interestingly enough, there's no crazy heat. I'm sure that belt's definitely gotten warm. I wonder what I heard. I wonder if it was maybe the chain tensioner creaking a little bit, or maybe this chain, because this isn't the right chain for this. Anyway, I am super stoked with how this turned out. I'm gonna point the camera a little bit better there. But yeah, as soon as I get this aligned, it's gonna be better than not good. All right, y'all, but stay tuned. I do have that one thing I wanted to mention. I'll catch y'all directly. Well, y'all, it happened. So for those of y'all that watched the very first video, I had mentioned how these brackets are just little galvanized pieces of metal that you affix conduit to a wall or something like that. You know, you can use it on floor rafters and crawl spaces, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I had mentioned those were very weak and really needed to be needed to find a different material for those. But yeah, it happened. The business. So I think what occurred is this with the shim ended up slipping. I knew I needed to use something a little more better. Needed to put some like tape on there, electrical tape, to help prevent from slipping around. But yeah, so my theory is that slipped, allowing everything to get disrupted. However, I am confident I can address all this, but for now, I'll just leave you with my final thought. And this is why you don't want to construct an e-bike with this particular layout, is because your heel will kick the motor. Now, I'm accustomed to it and know to kind of just place my heel outward a little bit, and it's fine. But yeah, it's not the best method. I really wanted to put the motor up here. I have to get a longer belt for all that, and not really sure if clearance is past the tire and what have you. So don't know, but for now I can address this with a stronger, more durable bracket system. So it's not the end all, and I'll have to get a new nut for down here on the axle. But yeah, so the other thing, now, had I actually been able to mount it up here and then put the controller back here, is that it would have been spinning in the correct direction, and then I wouldn't have to reverse the wires to get it to spin in this direction, correct for the travel I need. All right, y'all, but that's a wrap. I'm gonna hike it back to the pick 'em up truck. Oh, real quick though, in other news, this all stayed in place fairly all right, so I'm happy with that end of it. Doesn't appear the axle shifted. The wheel seems to be in the same position it was, so all said and done, not a major fail, just a slight setback. Design a better bracket setup, boom, rolling again. Catch y'all soon. Go love thy neighbors. Bye.